Alright. Hey there, this is Midnight Crazy, and this is just going to be a bit of an interlude before I go on to chapter 2. So I thought, it might be nice just go in extras and have a look at the Book of Fables. Alright, as you can see, I've obviously haven't unlocked too much, and there's a fair bit to unlock. I guess these unlock in the next chapters. I wonder if I missed one. Okay, well, let's start Bigby. Okay. Bigby Wolf, Fabletown Sheriff. Yeah, it makes me wonder if he was such a horrible character. It's like, how did he become sheriff? Oh well, maybe it will tell us in the thing here. Okay, the renowned Big Bad Wolf. He's known for tormenting pigs and girls in red hoods, but is trying to put those dark days behind him. Bigby now acts as Fabletown's sheriff and remains in his human form, mostly. However, due to his rough past, the citizens of Fabletown are slow to is determined to show that he is truly changed, but some instincts are just too hard to control. But it's been a couple hundred years or so? And that's what they said? Yeah, I guess some things just die hard, I guess. Alright, let's see what the next one is. Snow White. She seems tougher than what she does in the Disney version. But then again, she looked a bit kick-ass in Shrek, too. Alright, what do we got? Snow White, Assistant Deputy Mayor. The way she gets treated, it's more like I don't know, secretary or something. Snow White may seem cold, but this stems from her life of mistreatment and abuse back in the homelands. Yes, I think that works well. After escaping assault and imprisonment, not to mention an attempt on her life, she married Prince Charming. I wonder what happened to him if she was married. It wasn't long before Snow discovered that Charming cheated on her with her estranged sister Rose Red, and she divorced him. Okay, that answers that question. After the Exodus, Snow focused her attention on setting up a safe haven for fables in the New World. She now serves as assistant for the Deputy Mayor of Fabletown. Now, if only Ichabod Crane will actually let her do her job, things might actually get done. But then again, that's part of the story, isn't it? Alright. Next. The Woodsman, Fallen Hero. I don't know, from what the story he told in the bars, doesn't seem like he was much of a hero to begin with. But then again, you take what the world throws at you, I guess. Alright, the Woodsman is one of the few men who went toe-to-toe with Bigby in his Black Forest days and lived to tell the tale. As far as I know, Bigby didn't actually kill anyone, but I guess it really depends on what version of the story you actually read. Okay, in the attempt to save Little Red Riding Hood, he split the great wolf's belly open with an axe, filled him full of rocks, and threw the beast into a river. To his dismay, his popularity has faded. Even his name is forgotten, and he's known only as the Woodsman. I don't think his name was ever mentioned in any of the stories either. But he should still be able to remember his own name. Oh well. Faith. Oh, Donkey Skin Girl. Faith, otherwise known as the Donkey Skin Girl, made it through the Exodus from the magical homelands with the clothes on her back, her husband, and nothing else. Well, that must include the donkey skin. She was once a beautiful princess happily married to Prince Lawrence in a neighboring kingdom. Her life should have had a happy ending, but the mundane city of New York wasn't kind to her or her marriage. With no money, Faith found herself turning tricks to make the rent for a cheap apartment on the outskirts of Fabletown. She had a difficult life, but she did what she could to survive an unfamiliar world. That's sad. But yeah, you'd think after 100 years that they'd be able to find something to help everyone in Fabletown. I don't know, that's probably where Blackbeard comes in, I guess. But that's very sad. Although I heard the original story was not her father not trying to marry her because she was the most beautiful girl in the world. He was to marry her because his wife's ring fitted her. But like I said, there's usually different versions of the same story. Beauty, caring wife. Beauty and her husband, Beast, once lived in an enchanted castle, but they were forced to flee the homelands in the Exodus, leaving all of their wealth behind. Yeah. I guess they couldn't go back for it. Now they live in a modest studio in Fabletown, New York. Though times are hard, with Beast working multiple jobs to pay the bills, the couples have the longest lasting relationship of all of the fables. That sounds pretty strong, but it looks like they're about to hit a rough patch. Well, as long as they love each other. Beast. Okay, Beast and his wife Beauty left everything behind when they escaped the homelands in the Exodus. Without his former wealth, Beast must pick up extra work to make ends meet. He's able to get around Fabletown without a glamour most of the time. But if Beast gets too angry with him, he becomes more beastly by the minute. Growing horns and large teeth. Despite the occasional bickering, the two are truly in love and have the longest lasting relationship of anyone in Fabletown. That's always good. And it's just so rare nowadays. Alright, next. Mr. Toad, Slumlord. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I'll add anything to that one. Mr. Toad is the superintendent for a defunct tenement. I probably said that wrong. On the edge of the Fabletown proper. Because he's a 3.5-foot talking amphibian, Toad is required by Fabletown law to keep his family and himself magically glamoured to appear human. It makes me wonder what his glamour actually looks like. Does he look like a regular tall human, or as a little person? I guess I don't think we'll ever find out, but it's out there. The problem is Toad isn't too concerned with what the law is and has to be reminded often. Well, he was complaining about how expensive it is. I wonder if we'll end up meeting any of the witches who makes these things. Oh, there we go. Colin! Couch surfer. Oh dear. Right. Colin is better known as one of the 3 little pigs. It doesn't... well, I'll have to read more, because I'm not sure which pig that would be. Back in the homelands, they were harassed by the big bad wolf, who blew down Colin's house of straw. Okay, that answers that question. After the Exodus, Colin and the other fables who couldn't pass for human were sent to live at the farm in upstate New York. Unable to stand such a boring life, Colin constantly makes trips downtown to Fabletown to bother Big B. He is always caught and sent back to the farm, but he doesn't let that stop him. I wonder if he'd be more entertained in a petting zoo. I don't know if they have that in New York, but I know here here in Australia, you sometimes get traveling little petting zoos, which usually have, a couple of sheep, some chickens, rabbits, something for the kids to pet and all that. Hey, should keep him occupied. But then again, it depends on whether or not he likes kids. Ichabod Crane, Deputy Mayor of Fabletown. Yeah, I don't think he's actually doing a very good job of that. Alright. Hailing from the haunted town of Sleepy Hollow, Ichabod Crane has been Deputy Mayor of Fabletown for nearly 115 years. Didn't they mention something about Old King Cole? I mean, where is he? I mean, Crane is doing a really awful job. Crane is a bundle of nerves and takes his job very seriously. Yes, I have trouble believing that. I mean, he takes it seriously to a certain degree, but it doesn't look like he's doing anything to help people. Although that doesn't mean he always does it well. Maybe I should read this before I comment. Alright. As one of Fabletown's elite, Crane is often blind to the troubles of the less well-off citizens. Maybe he should be sent to live like one of them. Maybe he'll get an idea. Overall, Crane is authoritarian, cowardly, and always hiding something. I don't know, I think I like some of the movie versions of him better. Buffkin, Fabletown Librarian. Buffkin is the talking winged monkey from the land of Oz. Yeah, it's not like it's one set of tales. It's like it's all of the tales ever told that seems to be in this universe. Interesting. Now, as Fabletown's librarian, he spends his time reading and stealing the deputy mayor's booze. Yeah. We've seen that. He's prone to mischief, so when something goes wrong, he assumes he'll receive the lion's share of the blame. He's helpful when he wants to be, but most of the time he would rather be drinking. Ugh. Yeah, it's... Someone would have fired him a long time ago, but he's the only one who can make sense of the filing system. Yeah, he probably created the filing system. Oh well. Fabletown, home of the fables. Oh, this should be interesting. Fabletown is a community located on Bullfinch Street in Manhattan's Upper West Side. To regular people, or Mondays, it appears to be an ordinary New York neighborhood. But it's really the home of fables from many worlds, and within the business office at the Woodlands lies a last cavern, a vast library, and hundreds of magical items of immense power. All non-human fables live upstate on the farm and extension of Fabletown. I'd be interested to know what's all those magical items they must have saved from the Exodus. I mean, I know they've used the magic mirror. I wonder if they'll use any other magical items to help them solve this mystery. The farm. Oh, look at that picture. Old pumpkin in there. I wonder what's in there. Oh, the old shoe? Yeah, old Mother Hubbard? No, that's the wrong story. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. Right. I wonder if the kids are still kids or they've just grown up. Oh, in 14 minutes, I might have to make this a two-parter. Okay, the farm is home to fables who cannot pass as humans. Giants, goblins, animals, etc. It's located in upstate New York, far enough away from the Mondays to avoid detection. Some of its residents resent their confinement to the farm, despite its size and comforts. To them, the farm is a prison. I don't know. Have they seen the Mundy's some of the Mundy's farms? It's like some of the battery farms look absolutely awful. They would be allowed to leave the farm if they could purchase a glamour, but they don't have the money for something so expensive. Though some like Colin sneak out into the city anyway. Alright, let's see how much we got to do. Alright, that looks like the farm there. Yeah. Okay, well, it says about 15 minutes on my recording, so I think I might actually split this. Okay, so this is Midnight Crazy. This is just an interlude, part 1, I'm guessing. Yeah, I'll go on to the next one as soon as I finish recording this. And don't forget to leave a comment, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next interlude. And then we'll get on to chapter 2 of The Wolf Among Us. I'll see you later. Bye.